a second. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name's Arcadian, the #1 dumpster tier gamer, and we are back at it again today. I figured, you know what? I want to do some live streaming here, so we're gonna try to live stream my Monster Hunter World gameplay. See how well that works. We're continuing on with some Lance play, as well as recording for the next video. So, looks like we're doing some pretty good frame rate here. We're not losing our bit rate, as long as everything's working fine.
Head to the Wildspire Waste immediately.
Let me pull up. So I'm attempting to live stream this. I don't know how well it's going to work. I've attempted to live stream in the past, and it sometimes doesn't work out well. So it looks like everything's going good on YouTube. Let's check our Twitch account here real quick, make sure that we're live across the board. Okay, looks like we're live on YouTube as well. Everything seems to be working well. Okay, so, I hate this controller connector thingy. Let's try this now. Come on. So unfortunately my controller doesn't like to work right. So it's like, come on, do something here. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we are here. We are at it. We are going to go ahead and get into it. So today we need to do some extra hunts. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to do some optionals first. The reason why I wanted to do this is because we have a capture optional quest where we can capture the Great Snatcher, but since we've also just hunted the Barroth, as soon as we capture this guy, we will be immediately jumped in, well not immediately, but we will be able to jump right into being able to capture the Barroth again, and we need to capture the Barroth again because we need his parts to make 2 of our armor upgrades. Hopefully the quality for the stream is going good, and I've got the chat over here to the side. I don't know exactly if it's gonna work well. I'm using some new software that I'm not quite used to, so nope, we don't want to leave that quest. One thing I do want to check before we do all this is make sure that my audio is turned off. Yep, voice chat turned off, good. That way I know I'm not bothering the other people that are in this lobby. I don't want to be a bother to anybody. Happy Friday, everybody. It's another end of the work week for me, so I'm trying to relax a little bit with some escapism. Okay, and away we go. This should be a fairly easy hunt for us. We've already beat the Kulu-Ya-Ku once. And like I said, we're just kind of knocking this guy out of the way so that we can get to the Barroth hunt. Because if we can get that second Barroth hunt with the capture quest, that would be nice.
This quest is to capture the monster. Fail the quest if you slay it, so be careful.
We definitely want to come here, check these out so we can grab the 2 trap tools.
Make absolutely sure
That way we
you
don't have to use any of our only trap tool, or we don't have to use our trap tools, and we don't have to use our trank bombs, which are nice. Sorry, our shock trap and our trank bombs. while we're coming down here. The broken yoke.
The scout flies have found something. Go get a closer look. Great! The scout flies have locked on to the scent of the monster. Be on the lookout for more tracks or traces. Go ahead. Follow the scout flies.
We're gonna grab these sleep herbs here since they're super easy to grab real fast. That means more trank bombs for us in the future, as well as this wiggly lychee. Okay, we know where the Kulu-Ya-Ku is, so we don't have to do anything crazy here. Grab these parashrooms. I know, Kessadon, I'm just...
The scout flies will hide once the fight breaks out. Don't forget that.
We've got the torch pods.
You're gonna have a hard time capturing the monster while it's worked up. You need to wear it down first.
I played Black Myth Wukong all day yesterday, so we'll see how well, how bad my controls are. Why am I not attacking? Whoa, hold on. Like, guys, like, not pressing anything, like, I don't know. I don't get it. There it goes. Now it's come back. I don't know, man. This is drive. See, there it goes again. Okay. Apparently, I can't use. If I use the controller, the wireless function, it like constantly puts an input going down. And if I use the function off the being able to connect to the controller through a wired connection, it doesn't matter what I use. It seems to mess up. Okay, so grab these stones. We're gonna try to bash them against the wall again, if he'll let us. He may not let us, we'll see. Yep, there he goes. Well, at least I can attack this time. There, we get hit there. Alright, let's pick this up. Okay, we are going for a capture, so we do gotta be careful. I don't think it'll be a problem at this point. Super easy. And the train bomb. Super easy capture on that one. No big deal there.
However, you will receive more rewards than usual once the quest is over.
And this is just kind of like the capture tutorial. We kind of know how that works because we've done it once already. But that being said, gotta go through it. The next one is we're gonna hunt the Barroth, which is a one that we want to hunt, so that we can get the materials needed to make the Barroth helm, and the Barroth gloves.
Head to the Wildspire Waste immediately.
Yeah, we've got items that can be delivered.
You look well.
I am super excited for Wilds, like you have no idea. The lance looks phenomenal. It looks like it's going to be such a fun game. I've been watching the live streams from the event going on.
Good luck.
Monsters look like they're going to be such a fun. It all just looks like it's going to be such a fun time. Alright, so Sinister Shadows in the Swamp. I believe that's the one where it hunts the Barroth. Oh, no, that's not. That's the assigned quest that does the, This is the one we want. Landing the Landside Wyvern. We are going to reset our items real quick, but that's not going to be until after the canteen. Because we're going to get 2 more trap tools. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him. He's going to give us another optional quest. Welcome. We're just playing some Lance through Monster Hunter World. Back on the road again. We might as well just go ahead and grab it all. We're gonna eat the ration. Get ourselves our full stamina bar. And then we basically are gonna go the same route. We're gonna pick up the 2 sets of sleep herbs as well as the 2 sets of parashrooms. And the Wiggly Itchy, whatever it's called. So we'll grab that. Yunk. Now I think you can interact with the Barroth quicker if you go that way sometimes, but we want the parashroom, so we're going to go this way. Tracks here, so we should be able to find them fairly quickly. There we go. We got him. We would not have actually ran into him quicker if we would have went the other way. Let's grab these here. So we know Kestodon are here. I wonder if Diablos is here. That might provide a little bit of an extra thing here. Yes or no? It depends on... Yep, he's here. Okay, perfect.
Whoa! Look at the horns on
Barroth
that
got
thing.
stuck in the fissure.
Better hope your armor holds up or you're gonna get gored.
Diablos is upset. Okay, now, the very first thing that we want to do is we need to break off this tail. The tail is the most important part because it is for both of the arms. So preferably we would get 2 pieces of his tail. We're probably not going to end up being that lucky. Let's get away from that turf war because that will hurt. But we need to make sure that we don't get blindsided. That's getting blindsided by the Diablos. That's what happens, and he hurts. So I could have just avoided bringing the Diablos into the fight, but there is benefit because of the extra damage that the Diablos does. Barroth is leaving, and now we're just going to try to follow him without being hurt by the Diablos. Sometimes the Diablos will follow us too. Alright, we need to cut that tail off before we catch the Barroth, that's for sure. We'll grab this Thunderbug here. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, he's angered. What? I love the mounting mechanic on the Lance. Oh no. So I could bash him into a wall, but I just want to try to get those damage off on his tail. There he goes.
That's a thorn pot, a powerful type of slinger ammo. Attacking the part it's latched onto deals blunt damage.
Oh, okay. He's already flinching. Alright, so we'll carve the tail. The reason why we wanted to cut off the tail is because it gives us like a 50% more higher chance to carve a tail or get a tail as a quest reward. So, given the fact that we need, I think, like 2 of them, 1 for each piece of armor, it just made more sense to go ahead and cut the tail off as quickly as possible. He is going to go over to his nest. We already know where that is, so we'll be able to make that trip over there. And we'll be able to catch him there. If he cuts off, there's a small chance that he just stops, like going here, and he turns right back. There we go. So we can attempt to catch him here too. I'm gonna put this here so in case he does decide to try to go back.
Now, keep hitting it with
And
trank
then
bombs until the
we
effect
detrank
kicks
bombs, and he's ours. Not too difficult to hunt. I think we made it more complicated than it needed to be by adding in the Diablos to the mix, but all in all, we got it done. Let's hope we got lucky and we got it as a quest reward. Unfortunately, I don't see it. I see scalp, I see ridge, I see claws. Means we're probably gonna have to hunt. We're gonna have to hunt him again.
Head to the
Alright,
Wildspire
so that's
Waste
finished
immediately.
there.
Nothing will stop us.
Complete deliveries, we got that. Got that. Register the boundary, or the bounty. We'll go mining outcrop, sure. And we do have some hunts. 3 silvers, 3 silvers. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, it's the same one. Okay, so that one's good actually. See if we have a capture form. I don't think so. We do not. Okay, so we'll take this one right here. It shouldn't faint one time. Oh, well, we just gotta not faint. Oh, that was the reason why it looked like the same hunt is because it was the same hunt. All right, it shouldn't be a problem. And we're going to capture him anyway, just because it gives us a higher chance of catching that reward. Hey, I see you trying to lay on my mouse. Investigation, hunt Feroth. Shouldn't be a problem. So the faint one time does take away our safety net, but as long as we're careful, we'll be alright. Oh, someone's joining in on the quest. He didn't have to. So it depends. This could be alright for us. It could turn out troublesome for us, so we'll see where they stand. Feroth is an early game monster, so I don't see this being a problem. Oh, he switched to not ready as soon as I've clicked ready to go. Oh well. Sorry about that, brother. That's alright, he's jumping in.
social hunter is a smart hunter. Remember to exchange guild cards with your peers.
Alright, so that actually provides a good opportunity to talk about multiplayer. So you have the chance from... Oh, he's a hunting horn. That's awesome. You have the chance for to play with friends in this game. They can join your hunts, you can join their hunts, you can do investigations, or not investigations, but explorations together. And it can make the game a lot more fun. It also does make the game a little bit more challenging. The more players that you have in the hunt, the more the monster's HP bar will scale. Now, it doesn't change the damage that the monster does. Like, the monster's still gonna provide, like, the monster's still gonna do the same amount of damage. However, the monster will be harder to kill because his HP bar will be more. Also, it can affect how you play the hunt, because in a single player environment, the monster's going to be targeted on you or your palico the majority of the time. So certain weapon types, that's beneficial. For the lance, I want the monster to be trying to hit me in the face, because that's where I want to be. I want to be located at his face. But when you get someone else into the hunt, now the monster has 2 more targets to choose from, which can affect how the monster is going to react. And I didn't pick up any stones or anything, so hopefully, I think there's a stone pile in here. Yeah, there it is. We're not going to set up the Baroth in this one, or not the Baroth, but the Diablos in this one. We're not going to get him involved. Here we go. Oh, someone already did it, didn't they? Nope, maybe not. He's nowhere near anything that we... Oh, he was close enough. That's crazy. Alright, so obviously, given that he is a hunting horn, he is a blunt weapon, so I'm probably going to leave the face primarily to him. Oh. We need to try to avoid taking direct hits like that. I am bad at my aiming, dude. Oh, how did that get me? My sharpness is down. Oh, this is bad. I just need to target the tail, dude. Oh, come on. I was going to jump on and try to get the mounting damage on his tail. Alright, let's get the sharpen down. See, there's that input, that backwards input, and I don't understand why. I may need to just get a better controller. This controller is not even that old either. Like, that's what's annoying about it. Like, there it goes again. taking forever to trip him. Jesus. Oh, and he got the break on the head. Not good. No, we're not going to get the... Looks like we're not going to get the tail cut. He actually did. I'm pretty sure he did more damage than I did. Alright. Lay down the trap. Alright, so we probably didn't get it there. Who knows? We might have gotten lucky. Maybe we got it as a quest reward. Oh, we got one. There it is, we got one. Told you that quest reward, man. It helps.
Head to the Wildspire Waste.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're definitely going to build the helmet. The Varroth helm gives us a point in guard, which the first point in guard, all that does is prevent, it kind of lessens the knockback when we get hit by a monster attack. But subsequent points in guard will take it to where you take less health and stamina damage when you get, when you guard a monster, when you defend from a monster attack. So we're definitely going to get that Varroth helm. And then, like I said, we need another tail for the Van braces. So if we wanted to go with the Van braces, then we would need a tail. It's an optional upgrade. You don't have to get those. We're gonna largely. It's not necessary because we've got the affinity sliding, which I think is better for us anyway. But there we go. Now we're done with that. Now this next monster, Geratodus, you can still use the Poison Lance if you want, but I'm going to switch back over to the Kulu Lance. And now we can do Sinister Shadows in the Swamp.
Are you okay?
I'm really impressed with the stream this time around for the, because the last time I tried to do a Monster Hunter stream, my frame rate was just really jumpy and it was really choppy and I didn't like it. But it seems to be doing pretty good. So
Okay,
that's kind of awesome.
Let's look for the scholar. He must have left some kind of trail.
Definitely pick up those nullberries. You're going to need them for this hunt. We'll grab the stone even though there's going to be options before we get there. We are going to top off our herbs. You definitely want to do that. I guess because it's shiny, we'll go ahead and do it. Oop. Scholar's footprints. There we go. More Scholar's footprints. Alright, so now we're going to get some tracks that are different than we've seen so far.
Wait, what's that there?
So if you look at the horns over here, the horns on this
Wait.
tree.
What's going on with the scout flies?
Give me 1 second. Again, guys, hands, like you see, and it just, I don't get it. Like, what is going on with this? Why? It's like it's like my controller has a mind of its own. And I worry that that input, like, it starts putting that input if I, like, I don't know. It's weird. We'll grab that. We'll grab this. You don't have to get all the tracks for like all the missing Scholar tracks or anything like that. Like, I know where he's at. I'm not too. Gonna grab that. There's some null berries down here. Always could use some more null berries. And we're gonna come this way.
Is that the Scholar? What's that he's sitting next to?
Now, the first time I fought this guy, this Geratodus, he actually was kind of challenging the first time I ever fought him. Just because he's the first monster that is largely, like, underwater for the majority of the fight. Now, you'll still be able to hit him, you're still going to be able to, like, dome him and stuff like that. But he does provide a unique challenge because he's not like your standard type of always above ground type thing.
I didn't kill the Baroth. It was
There's the Geratodus. He's your first Piscine Wyvern in this game. Once you kind of get through his gimmick, it's kind of he's an easy fight. Now his lava cousin, the Lava Seoth, is a monster I hate fighting more than any other monster. It is just insanely difficult to fight.
New target. New target. Hunt that Geratodus.
We're gonna send him right into the wall. Now, his main weakness is his feet, but you don't get access to his feet all the time. So, oops, we ran out of full stamina. So we're going to actually just focus on softening the head. Now, you can also target the back, but his feet are his biggest weakness. Oh, we got hit with a water blight. So water blight, what that does is it affects your stamina recovery. Your stamina will recover slower, and also if you get stuck in his mud like shot things that he shoots out, it will completely drain your stamina trying to get out of that. So it does kind of leave you vulnerable. Try to avoid that if you can. Like I said, this should not be a difficult fight once you understand his gimmick. And this is why we have the null berries, because the null berries allow for you to get that blight back. When he does his underground thing, you can shoot a screamer pod down, and cause him to jump out of the, or cause him to be forced out of the ground. And this works for any monster that does underground attacks. So like this, the, see if we can get a mount here. Nope, we hit the, pick this up here. Slinger Thorn. We need to draw him over here. So like right now, we could hit him with a Screamer pod and cause him to jump back up into the air. But I wanted him to kind of use his attack because I knew we could dodge it easily and be in a good opportunity to get the KO damage here. We are very weak on our sharpness. See, now it's doing just jumping back and forth. I wasn't even putting the input for that. Like, that's going to affect my hunts. See if we can get an avenue where we can sharpen here. Oh, there it is. I got in the muck. Oh, he swept his tail, which got me out of the muck. That's awesome. We should be pretty close here. I don't want to overdo this. I don't think we need any parts from him, but it's just best practice to catch him whenever you can. I may be completely off base and he may not. Apparently he's not. Okay. If he would have been weak enough to capture, he would have hopped up out of the ground, like right around there, and he would have came back, but since he wasn't, I was wrong. So we'll come up here and we'll put some more hurting on him. We get another sharpen in while we're here. And then we'll go back at it. Now him and the Barroth will get into kind of a kerfuffle. So okay, so he is dropping slinger ammo, so he is getting close. Nope, sweet. If you don't know, that charge attack takes away so much sharpness. Oh, there you go. Now he's able to be captured. I'm not going to set the trap up here because it will literally, like, he's just going to drop down and he could dodge the trap, and I don't want him to do that, so we'll set the trap up somewhere where we can draw him in. Depends on which way he goes here. If he comes this way, we'll set it up here. He's coming this way. That way he doesn't have a chance to dodge it.
You did it. But I can't shake this feeling that there's something really bad about those thorns.
But yeah, those thorns did not come from a Geritodus. Alright, now we don't need any armor pieces from the Geritodus. I'm pretty
Gather
sure.
round, everyone. We're ready to begin. Thanks to you, we've made great strides towards Our researchers have done some projections. And now we know where Zora Magdaros is heading for the
The Great Ravine.
Correct. So I have I say we try and capture Zora once it gets there.
Have you gone mad?
Capture it? Hear me out.
If we don't, is it even
They want to capture an Elder Dragon.
Then it's settled.
Before we send the hunters up, Nanjanath has been
You're right. But be careful.
Commander, if Hunter, I could use your help.
Another thing.
Alright, so basically they're just saying they want us to capture a Zora Magdaros, so we're gonna, capture the Zora Magdaros. So they want us, or they're gonna start preparing for that, but before we can do that, they need us to hunt two monsters. The botanist is gonna send us after the Toby Kadachi, which, up until this point, he's actually a pretty fun monster to fight. And he's one that we're gonna fight on multiple occasions. So definitely want to do that. He also gives us a Gilly Mantle.
We should be able to find it in the ancient forest.
Which the Gilly Mantle is a
Hello.
it's a hunter tool basically that allows us to hide without having to be inside like a bush or something like that. It does provide some benefit to us. Let's see here. But like I was saying, Geritodus. We do not need, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna look and double check. We do not need any weapons, or not, sorry, any armor from the Geritodus. However, the Geritodus does provide a weapon upgrade that could be beneficial. The Kulu Lance, very much doable. Like, you can just use a Kulu Lance to fight the Anjanath, no problem at all. But the Water Lance from the Geritodus could possibly be helpful. So let's see here. We are going to go to upgrade equipment. I just want to see it real quick. We have the materials for it. The Aqua Horn, the water element build-up here is pretty nice. Now, it does lose us a little bit of sharpness. It also loses us a little bit of... No, it's equal in damage. So we also do lose the affinity. However, I think this does have benefit to us. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab the water lances because elemental and status lances are basically where you want to go. You can very much go raw lances, but there's not really any good raw lances until later in the game. So we're going to go ahead and buy us a bone lance. We're going to upgrade it to the bone lance 2. And then upgrade it further to the Aqua Horn 1. Now, I also believe that the Toby Kadachi is weak to water, even though it's a thunder type monster. Water helps to suppress its thunder attacks. Before we do this, let's go ahead and look real quick. I also want to see... I'm pretty sure we don't need anything Geritodus. Yeah, like yeah, there's nothing there. I mean, technically, if we're using the Aqua Lance, we could use a water attack, but I mean, it's not necessary.
Oh yeah.
Flying Tobi-Kadachi. I recommend doing this from 11. It's probably about the easiest way to get to the Tobi-Kadachi. For this fight, we're going to go ahead and grab some of these Nullberries. That's going to be very useful, and you might as well go ahead and get some dung pods if you have any, because that can be helpful as well. You know what? We've got 4 of them. Let's take a max potion or 2. So as far as fights go, this one is actually really the first real dangerous one. Like all the early fights can be challenging, as you were seeing with like my input issues that I was having, not being able to, or not recognizing the controls right.
Tools, you'll need to equip it from the item bar. They're used just like any
Pop
regular
that
item,
there.
but their effects only last for a limited amount of time.
And we're
If
gonna
it's
wait
all
to
you're
use the
using
max
self-healing,
potion.
Don't worry, it'll recharge after a while.
As you can see, the max potion pushes our health benefit all the way up to the maximum that it can be for where we are at, which for us I believe is like 150. With certain gear and armor, you can actually get that up to 200. Alright, grabbing these. I got the wiggly itchy there from up there, so we don't need to grab any more. Until that wears off, we'll grab the blue mushroom. We're going straight to the Tobi-Kadachi nest. Now this thing is fast, so be careful. That's where his big challenge comes in, is just his speed and then his Thunder Blight. He's also the funnest monster to fight. We're going to fight him multiple times because we're going to want his lance. Ooh. There's one of those thunder attacks. Super fun. We're going to see if we can get a soften on his tail. And as soon as we get the opportunity, we're going to try to... you can cause him to fall down to his, or like fall down onto his side. See, that's what I was hoping to get, but I was... How do I get the... There it is. go. And now he's in thunder mode. Now all of his attacks have thunder build up. Owie.
You've been hit with Thunderblight. Be careful.
Now you gotta be careful about Thunderpipe because any attack that he does can stun you. So you gotta be very super careful with this one. Funnily enough, he's not even the most powerful thunder monster, but he does provide the best all-around lance for the thunder attribute. At least until you get to Rajang. Alright, we need to bash him. I distinctly are like, so you can power guard roars, which is pretty cool if you can get the timing right. You can make it to where that scream thing that they do doesn't like lock you in or anything. Now, he went the wrong way. If he would have went the other way, we would have been able to drop a bunch of boulders and stuff on him, which would have been pretty cool. But he went a different way. Wait, we got... Yes, we do. So if you remember when we followed the cat in like episode 2 or episode 2 of this, we got the Trail Rider ability. So we are able to call a creature with us to ride to take to where the monster is. Now you can do that, and then while you're running around with him, you can sharpen and stuff like that. That way you're not like super behind the monster or anything. Being more efficient with your time. He's shifted into anger mode real quick. Dodge that attack. So the reason why I did the power guard there was because that attack actually he curves in from around behind you, and therefore dodges a regular guard. Because a regular guard only blocks from a directional attack, and that direction is in front of you. Where that attack that he did there would have gone in behind us. Thank you, cat. Okay, so we do gotta be careful here because he can stun us more easily. There we go. Now we've got the Nullberry down. I'm afraid to try to go for a sharpen here. See if we can get on his face here. Nope. There we go. Ah. His attacks are just so fast, it's hard to take advantage. Come on.
There's no place to hide
Stop
around
the
here.
jumping.
Time to try out your ghillie mantle.
Okay, so the ghillie mantle puts us into camouflage mode. He can still find us, and the second we attack him, then that goes away.
Expired unequipment. After it recharges, you can use it again.
Okay, perfect. Now he's within capturing range. Now he's going back to his nest, and there's only one direction he can go in. So the chances of him, of us missing this capture, very slim to none. Done.
You did it! Let's head back and report to the chief botanist.
And we're probably easily going to have to fight him multiple times because there's so many upgrades to his gear. First and foremost being the upgrade to our weapon. The Thunder Lance is easily one of the best lances you can get because the majority of the monsters are going to be weak to thunder. Ooh, we got lucky. Okay, so the Thunder Sack, that's big. Monster Bone Medium, I think we need 2 Monster Bone Larges to make the Thunder Lance, so we're not going to be able to make it until after we fight the Anjanath. But the Canteen upgrade, that's something we're going to talk about.
You're just the awesomest.
Also, we now have the Ancient Tree. So this is
Hunters of the Fifth, come see me.
our farming
Got an urgent
mechanic.
quest.
We are able to use this to be able to farm farm materials without having to collect them, like farm collectibles, like honey and stuff like, and herbs and stuff like that. This is a very, very huge
Big
thing
all the
for
time.
us. So in the start, you can only cultivate one thing at a time, and my recommendation is you want to cultivate honey. You want to get as much honey as you possibly can in these early games or early parts, because honey is used to make mega potions, honey is used to make max potions. Like, it's just, honey is key. So always get honey. You could also do blue mushrooms and bitter bugs as well. Those provide some value. This is the upgraded canteen. So now we can use 4 ingredients per time that we eat. Pretty cool. And it also changes the chef's cutscene whenever he goes to make our meal. Okay, he's going to send us out on another quest to do for him. But we're not going to do that at the moment. I want to see, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we need 2 Monster Bone Larges for the next weapon upgrade. So let's go upgrade equipment. Kulu Lance 1. Oh no, all we need is, okay, so all we need is the Dragonite ore, which we will be able to get when we fight Zora Magdaros. Awesome. Let's see here. Cool. Well, we're still going to use the Jura Lance or the Aqua Lance for the Anjanath fight.
All right. Oops. Hold nothing back.
And now we gotta fight the
Time to wrap up
Anjanath.
defending the base.
He's gonna have new materials.
New products in stock.
So now you're able to buy some different baits as well as different ammos. If you're a bow or a bow gun build, perfect for you. We're gonna sell trade-in items. We have none. Okay. Grab our legend or our bounties here. And we are... Ooh, we need to make up some traps. Or not some traps, sorry, some, craftable, some trank bombs. We can make traps as well. Alright, so this next fight going to be fairly difficult. So we're going to do our very best, but we're probably going to get hurt. No. So for this next fight especially, we didn't use any of our max potions, which are great, so we have those. Going to take a pitfall trap just in case. Dung pods, we'll take those. Okay. Come over here, talk to us. He's going to give us a quest.
Let's get the lead out. Hurry
Prickly
back, Cloud.
Predicament. That gives us an upgrade for our tree here. And I believe it just opens up to where we would be able to cultivate more materials. Now we can do a 4 meat platter, or 4 whatever platter. Definitely gonna grab that. Looks like that's the only fresh ingredients that we have available to us, so we're gonna go these. Okay, and then we're gonna post a quest and go hunt an Anjanath. I find it easier to go from here. You can go from 11, but going from here gives us the ability to collect a few materials along the way. We've already seen the Anjanath before, but there's going to be another cutscene for this one.
Our number one priority is
so-
to secure the base by taking out that encroaching Anjanath. Use everything at your disposal. That's the way it works here in the New World.
Like I said, we're just going to pick up some materials along the way. Right here. Anjanath Snot should be there. Footprints. We're going through here. Cutscene will be right up here. He's just munching down on a great Jagras like it's nothing. We're gonna grab his attention here. Chakras, attack! Yeah, this guy is a problem. So we're actually going to try to draw him over here. So we can drop that on his head. Oh, he dodged through. That's unfortunate. Fauci. Now you typically want to hit him in the face with a water weapon. Not always doable. You just want to try to stay safe as you can. So as you can see, the water weapons do more to his face. Now you can cut his tail, and it's very valuable to do so, because that thing is a weapon. He's gonna jump at me. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and grab this max potion. And we want to attempt to get him, smack him into a wall or something. Not always doable. There we go. As you can see, he's not down. Like, every monster up to now was, if you smack him into a wall or something, he's down for a good few seconds. He is not. Like, he gets right back up. He is easily the hardest monster we fought up to this point. We're going to go ahead and get that sharpness done. And he's not even like the apex, like he is a apex predator of this area, but he is not the apex predator of this area. That is a Rathalos. The Rathalos is the #1. Anjanath is just a close #2. And if he didn't have enough with his size and his beefiness, here comes the fire attacks. You got to be careful. This is the reason why we went with the water weapon, because we can actually mostly nullify these attacks.
Or your health is going to be toast.
But they still get through sometimes. There goes his tail. Back him into that wall there.
Keep a close eye on your
Oh,
stamina.
we let our stamina get too low.
The monster will burn through it in a hurry.
This is gonna hurt. Oh, there's Rathalos. That provides a turf 4 for the two of them, which actually gives us an opportunity to sharpen. Because they're gonna fight for a second. Oh, oh, oh. Not good. He dropped him down there. That's funny. Remember what I said? Apex? That's that guy. And he's kind of scary too. Like, he will do buku amounts of damage. We got the tail. Anjanath is going the wrong way. He's running away. I'm gonna run away from the Rathalos as well. Oh, Rathalos followed. That's actually really kind of... No, he didn't. Okay. So we've already got the tail, so we don't necessarily have to worry about that at the moment. Now we can focus on breaking the head, because we want the jaw, the nose bone. Oop.
That's a bomb pop. Powerful type of slinger ammo that can do some serious damage.
If you get that on his head, you can actually get him to, like, trip all the way down. We keep getting hit with that fire blight. Oh, not good. Not good. Yep. See? He used his flamethrower attack. Like I said, this guy's scary, dude. Alright, let's grab our Trail Raider. Oop, gotta get on him. And then we're gonna sharpen while we go back. Let's grab the scatter knot. That's so sad. That's so sad that we died when he was already so weak. I hate that, dude. That annoys the crud out of me.
Good work. Now that the base is secure, we can focus our attention towards capturing Zora Magdaros.
Yeah, that's crazy. And we're gonna have to hunt him like 2 or 3 more times too. Because he gives us a fire lance option. That comes off the Baroth line too. again, these lance options or these lances that I'm building, these are completely optional. You can literally, you could build the Kulu lance, and that will hold you over until you get the Tobi-Kadachi lance, and then you can use the Tobi-Kadachi lance basically all the way through high rank. So I just like utilizing the weaknesses of the monsters. But you don't necessarily have to. Like it's completely optional.
Don't worry, Commander.
Everything will be.
They're setting up the plans to capture Zora. This is a set piece. Like there's absolutely it's impossible for you to lose this hunt is what it comes down to. It's really like you'd have to be just like I think even if you just stand around, like it still doesn't like. You cannot lose this. So, let's come up here, check this out. Upgrade equipment. Okay, so we can't even do the Anjanath tree yet. That's not until later anyway. We do have the Anjanath scale, so if you're using the Defender Lance, you can now upgrade that to the Defender Lance 2. 391 attack, higher than any lance that we could build at this point. Let's see here. Armor upgrades. So there are some upgrades that are valuable, that have value here. So let's first talk about the Kadachi set. First of all, Constitution. Reduces stamina depletion when performing stamina draining moves such as evading and etc. Constitution, this could be a decent upgrade for us because if you're doing the evade dodge kind of style of the lance, the evade lancing, but since we're doing guard lancing, we're going to stick with the Baroth helm. Jump Master, not that important. Evade Extender. This, I would highly recommend building this, even if you're not doing the Evade Lance style, because when you do your hop with Evade Extender, it extends the evasion distance. So it allows your hops to hop a little bit farther. So even if you're not doing the Evade style lancing, this has some value. Thunder Attack. If you're finding yourself not dying and you're going to be using the Thunder Lance, then the Kadachi Coil is definitely where you're going to want to go. That gives you a Thunder Attack boost, so it just deals more damage on your Thunder moves. Now for Anjanath. Anjanath has Fire Attack on the helm. Marathon Runner on the chest piece. This may be a beneficial chest piece upgrade for you. However, it takes an Anjanath plate, which is a very rare item to get for the Anjanath to drop. So, if you get an Anjanath plate to drop, and you're running the Baroth Greaves, which also have Marathon Runner, now you're going to have Marathon Runner rank 2. Which, let's go ahead and look at these. If you go here and here, now with Marathon Runner rank 2, you now have reduces continuous stamina depletion by 30%. That includes your running, like your dashing and stuff like that, where you're chasing after a monster. You're not going to run out of stamina at even like remotely quicker or remotely fast. So Fire Attack. Fire Attack, Marathon Runner. Special ammo boost, not super. Fire resistance and artillery, these ones are kind of meh for us. But I do recommend Evade Extender if you're not going the sliding, if you're not utilizing the sliding and you don't feel like you're using it all that much, then Evade Extender absolutely all the way. And then obviously Thunder Attack if you're going to be using the Kadachi Lance. I'm going to wait to build these because we're going to have to hunt the Kadachi again anyway. So I'm going to wait to build these because I don't want to pull them off of the lance that I'm going to get. Let's look at equipment for the Palico. Do we have anything? We don't have the Rathian Spike, so we can't get him the poison weapon yet. We do have the Rathalos Scale. That's a fire weapon though. And then we got 1 Diablo shell. Kodachi, I do tend to like him using the Kodachi set, but we're going to wait to do that. Bear off. He's fine for now. We'll probably get him into the full Kodachi set here in a little bit, and then we'll get him a Rathian weapon so that he has poison buildup on his weapon. Okay. So really, I mean, you don't really have to do anything here. It's basically just the Zora Magdaros quest, and if you're ready to take that on, go ahead and do it. You're going to get a lot of Dragonite ore off of that, which is going to help us build our Thunder Lance. You can also go ahead and decide to knock out another Tobi Kodachi, knock out another Anjanath if you want the pieces off of them, rather than if you want to go ahead and get that now versus later. That's perfectly fine. You can do that as well. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. Oh, tree. After every quest, there is going to be progress in your harvesting. So as you can see, we've got 4 honey waiting here for us to pick up, and then we can cultivate and we can keep that going up. We're going to keep using the honey. We're going to use a summoner jelly, and that means if you look over down here where it says duration 5, that means it takes 5 quests. Give me a second, I gotta answer this. Okay, so that's finished there. But yeah, so that 5 there means that that's going to be active for 5 quests. So you don't have to like sit here and come back after each quest if you don't want to. You can wait the full, like, wait 4 quests and then you'll get it, you'll have it, and it'll be ready for you. With that being said, I think that's where we're going to stop here for today. We had a pretty good session. Got through quite a bit of content and did some extra hunts and stuff like that, and managed to get through a lot. So if you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more of the grindy side of Monster Hunter as live streams rather than actual videos. just leave me a comment, let me know how you're feeling about that, and check out my DTG Discord. Link is in the description in most of my videos. So I'll see you again in the next one.